I'm Steve Turano with Ask a Real Expert. This is a follow-up to my last video where I talked about some of the mistakes or myths about dieting. You know, if you want to lose weight, it's nothing magical. People are always so worried about what they need to eat to lose weight. Well, you know something? It's not what you eat that causes weight loss. It's what you don't eat that causes weight loss. You can get fat on a healthy diet, and you can lose weight on a bad diet. You know, creating a healthy diet is a difficult thing to do. Number one, you got to be able to afford to buy healthy food, and it's expensive. And then you got to know how to cook it, and then you got to make it taste good. Shit, that's a lot of work. So if you're not sure what you need to eat, just eat less of the foods you typically eat. I don't give a crap if it's hamburgers and Snickers bars. If you eat less of them, you'll create a calorie deficit and you'll lose weight. Plain and simple. If you're eating this much every week and you eat this much every week, you're eating less. You'll lose weight. Let me give you some other tips, because a lot of people ask me, hey Steve, could you create a diet for me? And I don't like to do that, because if I tell you stuff to eat and you don't like it, you're not going to follow it. Or if I give you a diet to eat and you eat it and lose weight, and then you say, well gosh, can I eat this or can I eat that? Well, it's not on Steve's diet. I guess I can never eat that. No. What I like to tell people is this. Let me just give you some general rules and some general guidelines on eating. Because I tell you this much. I've been in the weight loss and fitness business for a long time. And most people don't overeat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They may have crappy diets and they may eat at fast food places. But you know what? They don't typically overeat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if they do overeat at lunch, they go, man, I overate at lunch, I'm going to have a light dinner. Or I'm going to skip breakfast, so on and so forth. So their mind, their guilt, their awareness of their eating sort of levels it out. But what happens is they take in additional calories through extra eating. I tell my buddies, dude, it's not dinner that's killing you, it's the second dinner that's killing you. His diet's pretty good, except for all the snacking and drinking and all that extracurricular activity that he tells me he doesn't do that often. So if you want to lose weight, think about this. Think about all the calories that you take in from liquids, meaning colas, juices, sweetened teas, milks. Yes, milks have a lot of calories in them. And then alcohols, meaning mixed drinks, wines, and beers. Now, when you tell people, hey, you need to drink like water during the day instead of, colas and juices, they're like, oh yeah, no problem. But then when you tell them, hey, you need to stop drinking or back the drinking down a little bit, they look at you like you're crazy. Well, what do you like, getting drunk better or being thin better? You let me know. So if you can watch the calories from any kind of liquids, you're doing great. Remember, we're only trying to create maybe a 300 or 400 calorie deficit. Then think in terms of the calories you get from snacking. I don't care what it is. Pretzels, potato chips, nuts, anything you grab and stick in your mouth. Again, we're trying to create just a 300 to 400 calorie deficit. Doesn't take a few extra handfuls of nuts or pretzels or anything to, again, start to add up. So watch the snacking. Then, the third thing I tell you is watch the calories you don't need. Cakes, candies, cookies, desserts. Once you've eaten dinner, call it quits, okay? Eat enough of the good foods so you're not hungry after dinner, but then once dinner is done, that's it. No cakes, candies, cookies, or desserts. I don't give a crap about my cheat day or I earned it or I deserved it. No, you didn't. You're probably not burning that many calories. And I always tell people, hey, you can have that chocolate cake, but does that chocolate cake taste as good as thin looks? All right? So those are some simple concepts about dieting. Again, I didn't tell you not to eat. I didn't tell you to eat less at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you want to, that's fine. But the whole idea is we want an eating lifestyle that makes sense. So have your breakfast, have your lunch, have your dinner, but watch the extra calories in the liquids, the snacking, and in the desserts. And then once you have lost your weight, then you can add in those glasses of wine, a dessert, things like that, because now you don't have tons of weight to lose. You've already lost your weight, and that extra cake that might be 3 or 4 or 500 calories, you can burn that up over the course of a week. So you're doing great. But again, to lose weight, we want a consistent, rather large calorie deficit so weight loss doesn't take forever. I'm Steve Turano. Train smart and train hard.